everybody, and welcome back to Bariatric Beauty and Finishing School. My name's Kelsey, and today we're going to talk about loose skin or sagging skin after you've lost the weight. What do you do? So this is a question I get asked all the time, both in my professional career and by you guys. So I wanted to just talk a little bit about what to do with your loose skin. First and foremost, make sure you're drinking enough water, getting in your protein, and taking your vitamins. These three are the key to success after weight loss surgery, regardless of skin. This is like number one must do. The second thing is invest in some skincare, both for face and for body. For face, I always recommend a good serum. It should have hyaluronic acid in it. What that means is it's a moisture magnet, helps hold the moisture onto the skin. So your skin has elasticity rebuilt. The skin cells are actually reproducing and they're repairing. So your skin is gonna look smoother, tighter, and also have more of a lifted feel. It's also going to help with collagen because a lot of us get a lot of hollow in our skin after weight loss surgery. So that's going to help with that as well. The next thing is invest in a anti-aging moisturizer. It doesn't have to be one of the expensive, it brand type things. I do recommend Estee Lauder. I think it's the best as far as lifting and firming creams in a moderate price range. Personally, I use Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum. I have for many, many years. I feel like it's the only reason why my face didn't lose a lot of its elasticity permanent. After weight loss surgery, I did have quite a bit of sagging under my eyes, in through here. I do credit that bounce back to my Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum. Try it. There are many, many, many serums on the market. Do your research, find one that works for you, both for your price range and for your needs. As far as moisturizers go, I alternate. I use quite a few from Guerlain. I use Estee Lauder. Find one that works for you, try them out. Probably 10 years or more I have used Estee Lauder Resilience Lift or the Estee Lauder Renutriv line. Both are fantastic. One is a little more expensive than the other, so like I said, go with your budget, find one that works for you. But those are two things I feel like you need for your face. For your body, there are a lot of options. I honestly believe that cocoa butter, coconut oil are amazing. Myself personally, I use a mixture of a dry oil and I also really, really like a Clarins firming body cream. It says it works on cellulite. I don't know about that, but I have noticed that it definitely helps my skin to feel firmer, and especially on my legs and my thighs where I have a lot of loose skin, it has definitely made a noticeable difference. So you can try that. It's a Clarins body lift or body sculpt body cream. They change the name all the time, so just see what's available locally to you. If that's out of your price range, you can absolutely use any kind of moisturizer. I always tell people to look for something that says anti-aging. Reason being is because it's going to have a little more science behind it. It's going to have a little more of emollients, and it's also going to have some retention as far as moisture goes. So it's going to have things in it that are going to hold that moisture into your skin. So those are two really awesome things. Another thing you can look into are massage techniques. I do teach a lot of massage techniques for women who are looking to sculpt their faces. So a lot of times you just do, small circles, always moving upwards and out. So you want to look at lymphatic drainage because that's going to cause a lot of puffiness on the skin. So the small circles like that, pushing out, especially under the eyes, little circles, and push out over the forehead, up and around, cheeks, that kind of thing. You never want to go down. You always want to smooth things up. And on the neck, you want to smooth everything up. Don't forget your décolleté if you're a woman, because that's important too. A lot of us tend to have a lot of wrinkling in here, especially if we've gone from a larger chest to a smaller one. Another great technique that's fairly new on the scene is called Fashio Blasting. So you take this tool that sort of looks like a noodle spoon. So it has these fork fingers on it, and you really massage. It's like a deep tissue massage. It's supposed to break up fat pockets in the skin and also help with circulation. And what that does with circulation is it helps to stimulate collagen regrowth. So that's another thing that's really incredible. You can Google it or look on YouTube for some fascia blasting videos to kind of see what I'm talking about. Like I said, it's fairly new on the scene, but I've seen some pretty incredible results with it, so it's something to look up. Another thing to check out is dry brushing. Dry brushing can also help stimulate the blood vessels vessels in the skin, which also helps to stimulate collagen, which is gonna help to firm and also lift the skin. My favorite thing for loose skin. Shapewear. Well, as you're losing weight, I always tell people, get a good pair of shapewear. A good pair doesn't have to be expensive. We all know Spanx, we love Spanx. Sarah Blakely really changed the world when she created Spanx. However, there are a lot of options out there. Personally, for me, as far as my bottoms go, I love Flexies. I buy them at Walmart. They're usually less than $10 a pair. In the winter months, I wear the full length tights. In the summer, I'll wear the capri version. And if I'm wearing a dress that's a little bit shorter, I'll just roll them up. What I like about Flexies is that they have the compression and stretch, so they're not difficult to put on, but they definitely hold everything in. The other great thing about them is that they're high-waisted. So because our loose skin can range all the way from underneath our chest or underneath the breast all the way down to the pubic bone, it really holds everything in. My rule of thumb for Flexies is I go one size smaller than I actually wear. That way I have the compression and the hold that I like, and I have a nice smooth silhouette under any clothing. You can go for different brands, mix and match, try some things out. I've heard great things about brands from Target. Flexies is just what I'm comfortable with. They also make a great shapewear top that actually goes underneath your own bra. So you can wear your own bra with it, but it smooths out the back. Speaking of bras, go get a bra fitting. You go to Victoria's Secret, or you can go to Nordstrom, you can go to any department store, go to their lingerie department and say, hey, I would like to be fitted for a bra. A bra is gonna make all the difference for you. As I was losing weight, I had my favorite bras from Lane Bryant, to the point where I had my mom take in the straps because the bras fit so well. To this day, I have still had a hard time finding bras. I have finally settled on the Bombshell bra from Victoria's Secret. The reason being is it's fairly padded. Because my breasts are still quite big, but not very full anymore, the Bombshell bra really helps. The next thing is dress for your body type or your body shape. Dress how you feel comfortable. I told you in one of my previous videos, I'm gonna make a card to it right here of the items that you actually need after weight loss surgery, but you can accentuate things like a small waist or a nice chest, long legs, those kind of things. So dress appropriately for your body. What appropriate means is up to you. If you like to wear really tight, form-fitting clothes, go for it. As long as you feel good about it, that's what you're gonna project to everyone else that sees you. Personally, for me, I like to wear fitted clothes. I often will wear an elastic belt to accentuate my waist. I do have a larger hips, so I do wear clothing that flatters that portion of my body. A little short tutorial on body shapes. If you have a round body shape, maybe try a mini skirt and something with some tights. Tights are gonna hold your legs together and make them look smooth and firm, and then you have a little skirt with maybe a flowy top. If you are more of a pear shape, so you carry your weight in your lower extremity, try an A-line skirt with a nice fitted shirt. That way it covers everything and you still have that really beautiful womanly figure. If you're like me and you're more of an hourglass, put on something that's fitted, whether it's pants or a skirt. Pair with a tailored shirt and maybe a belt and a jacket. That way your body looks very smooth and pulled together. If you are more top heavy and your legs are slim, you can go into a pair of slim fit jeans with a nice tailored shirt up top as well. The next thing is more for special events or special occasions, is airbrushing. You can have your contours of your body airbrushed if you're going to have photos taken. Maybe you're having a beach wedding, or you're going to a beach wedding, or you're just going to the beach and you wanna have some great photos taken. Airbrushing is a great way to pull your body together and create some curves that might not quite be there yet. The other thing I always recommend to everybody is to add some glow to your skin, whether it be by self-tanner. Jergens makes a great body glow moisturizer. It has a little bit of gold fleck in it. It allows the skin to really look glowy, which makes everything look smoother. So that's something to try as well. The next thing I want to talk about are surgical options. So the least invasive surgical option is Botox or fillers. These things are great if you have some hollow spaces in your skin, or if you're like me and you make a lot of facial expressions and you didn't get all of your elasticity back in your forehead. Botox is a great way to smooth everything out without going under the knife. Fillers are also great. They can fill in hollows in here. A lot of us, when we lose weight, we lose a lot of elasticity in here and a lot of firmness. What that does is it creates a lot of dark under eye circles freckles that aren't actually there. The reason that they're dark is because the skin is thinner and because there's a shadow. So when the light hits it, there's a shadow behind because that area is empty. So a filler is gonna help to block that shadow from showing through your skin. So that's also another option. Your last option, as far as loose skin goes, is plastic surgery. I wanna say something if you are going to have plastic surgery for skin removal after weight loss surgery, find a surgeon who does that specific. The reason being is because although insurance will likely not cover it, if you go to a plastic surgeon or a surgeon who does plastic surgery but is not familiar with our bodies after weight loss surgery, there can be a lot of complications. One red flag when you're dealing with a surgeon is if he says you're not going to have a belly button after your plastic surgery. One red flag is if your plastic surgeon says you won't have a belly button after plastic surgery. Why not? Any board certified plastic surgeon is going to give you a belly button after plastic surgery when you have a tummy tuck or a 360 body lift or an upper body lift. The reason I also say board certified is because technically any surgeon can do skin removal. Our skin after weight loss surgery has a myriad of things going on with it, the least of which is elasticity. Because we were obese or overweight for so long, the elasticity in our skin is not the same as in a regular person. So you need someone who's going to be aware of these things. The other thing is there are so many procedures on the market. There are tummy tucks with drains, without drains. There are body lifts. There are a million things that you can have done. And there are a million places you can go. I caution people from going to Mexico or South America or Central America for these procedures. While yes, they are cheap, when you come back to the US or Canada or wherever you're watching me from, it may be difficult to find aftercare because a lot of surgeons and doctors don't want to deal with someone else's surgery. So these are things to take into consideration. Minor surgeries, maybe. Personally, I wouldn't recommend anyone to go anywhere that you can't see them for follow-up if anything should go wrong. Last but not least, saggy skin isn't a big, it may look like a lot to you and it may feel for the first while that you just don't look attractive. I would often liken it a melted candle. I felt like I looked like a melted candle. The thing is you need to accept your body however you like. If you want to have plastic surgery, you want to see someone for skin removal, by all means go ahead, but you don't have to. This isn't something that is required. Personally, for myself, I think I'm gonna forego having any skin removal. I do have loose skin, but part of this journey has been learning to love myself, both before I had weight loss surgery and now that I've had it. So those are your options. Thank you for joining me today for Bariatric Beauty and Finishing School. Today we talked about loose, saggy skin. What do you want to talk about next? Leave me a comment below. Have a great day.